Ruchi said, okay, let's try this character, for this role. But I said, Ruchi, however small the part, we need a very, very strong actor क्योंकि मैं उसको कच्चा खा जाऊंगी. From crying, making you laugh, and from a comedy scene, making you cry in that one scene. No one has, I believe, that kind of a talent that he has. All our boys, everyone might have a distinct style of performance, whether it's Sanju, Salman, Akshay, Sunil, everyone has a distinct style.
Today I have with me none other than Raveena Tandon as she talks to us about her new show Karmma Calling and director Ruchi Narain, and I'm quite excited for this because I've loved the trailer and it promises a lot of thrill, fun, drama. But you want to tell me, what are you doing to the audience? Like, you're coming back with like Aranya, KGF 2, and now this again on OTT. I mean, when will you stop surprising us?
But that's the idea. You got it completely. No, but I think it's been a good, it's been a good span out, kind of a pan out for all that I have been doing, and it's kind of worked because it's been a conscious effort to do different kind of work and not repeat the characters that I've been doing for so long, and not stereotyping myself in my own mind with the kind of work that I can do. As an actor, I like to throw challenges to myself, yes, and that is, like I said, a conscious effort to make sure that if you've seen an Aranyak and you've seen a Pahadi cop in that, then you'll see something like a KGF 2 where I'm, playing the Prime Minister, and then you'll see something like this, which is complete ultra glamour and high fashion and, all those snooty vibes happening, unfolding on screen. And so I think it kind of just works for me. It excites me as an actor. And I hope that is coming through to the audience as well.
Absolutely. You've known her for a while. I believe you offered this to her 10 years ago. And I think she did a voiceover for your animated film.
Wow, yeah, actually, completely.
So it's been a long association. So what was it better to have somebody like her for your character because you've known her for a while and of course she's such a great actress?
Well, I always felt that Raveena is the right person for Indrani, the right actor, and that's how I got to know her because I approached her for the role 10 years ago. And subsequently, it didn't happen at that time because, of course, Karma has its own plans, and now was our time. But after we met, we have become friends, and in between that, Hanuman, the Damdar also happened. And now, of course, when everything worked out 10 years later, we are sitting here today with you.
In the 90s and the kind of films that were coming, actresses had very less scope as compared to today with OTT and things coming in. Despite that, where, actresses or actors sometimes also could be easily replaceable, you've never been replaceable is what I feel as an audience in terms of even during that time. I don't think that there can be any other Raveena Tandon. I don't think that even anybody else can do a Tip Tip Barsa Pani or anybody else can do a Daman.
How sweet. That's really kind of you. Thank you.
But how do you see that change in terms of what do you think has worked for you and kept you relevant today where you're still doing the kind of work which is even better than you did?
I feel I have always been very honest and sincere with my work. I have never shied away from hard work. I have never lazed out on things to put in that little extra effort. And I think that has kept me afloat. Somewhere you've got to, I've learned in life that keep kicking and don't let the water reach above the nose level. Keep yourself alive and afloat. But for me, I think that conscious effort of moving into doing different kind of roles, different kind of cinemas, I think the first ever layered role, which layered is a much often used word these days for the different kind of cinema that we are watching unfold, is in a film called Aks.
Yes.
Because that was the first time where I played something which you didn't know whether she was black, white or grey. and it was a thin line between feeling bad for the character, feeling sorry for her, or her being an out and out, negative person that you say, oh, she deserves what she got. So that I think was the first film that I did with Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra, which had a layered appeal, and I did that very early in my career. Nonetheless, after that, I did very challenging roles like Taman and Ghulam-e-Mustafa, Satta, Shool, to name a few, besides doing amazing comedies as well, because I feel comedy is also very, very tough. You can be a great...
Such good comedy.
Exactly, you can be a great sensitive actor, but when it comes to comic timing, if you don't have that comic timing, then even the co-actor along with you, their scene can also fall flat. So to uplift a scene, it has to be a complete teamwork, even as far as comedy is concerned. And that's the spirit that I kind of work in. I like everyone to shine. Because you cannot stand there and say, oh, in this scene, I'm going to intimidate everyone else so much that only I am going to shine. I want everyone to shine. In fact, I'll give you an example. We were going through a lot of, testing people in and around characters. I will not name which character, but there was a certain character that Ruchi said, okay, let's try this character, for this role. And I said, Ruchi, and no, it's not Namrata's role. It was some other character which is not that prevalent in the show. But I said, Ruchi, however small the part, we need a very, very strong actor, क्योंकि मैं उसको कच्चा खा जाऊंगी. So Ruchi said, why are you saying that? I said, I'm saying that because as an actor, only when you're challenged by another actor in front of you, you actually give out your best. And when you give out your best and the other actor is giving their best, see the level of performance that it takes a scene up to.
Lovely.
You understand? So that's how I like that challenge all the time. So it is something that I believe that everyone should shine. And if everyone shines and you take everyone along with you in your stride, the whole show or the whole movie will shine. It's for the betterment on the whole, not only for yourself as an actor.
Absolutely. But can you recall a film where that has happened? Where you had a great actor and then
किसको कच्चा खा लिया?
किसको कच्चा खा लिया, and then where she thought that okay, I'm really good, but okay, this actor has challenged me to even act better.
No, I have had the greatest opportunity to work with some of our greats. I have worked with Nasir Saab, I have worked with Nana Patekar ji, I have worked with Kamal Hassan ji, I have worked with Amitabh Bachchan ji, I have worked with Amir, I have worked with, you name people who are considerable. I have worked with Shah Rukh, I have worked with all our boys. Everyone might have a distinct style of performance, whether it's Sanju, Salman, Akshay, Sunil, everyone has a distinct style. I have worked with great directors like from Kundan Shah to Shekhar Kapoor to Rajkumar Santoshi to Madhur Bhandarkar to Raj Kumar Santoshi to Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra to Yash Chopra ji, to Ramesh Sippy ji, to Ruchi Narayan ji, and so to
and there is
exactly where Kalpana Lajmi ji, so I've been very, very lucky with my co-stars, and I have imbibed something or the other with Chichi. I mean, no one can be a even more amazing actor like Chichi, who can make you from crying, making you laugh, and from a comedy scene making you cry in that one scene. No one has, I believe, that kind of a talent that he has. So my comic timing I've completely picked up from him and Kader Bhai, in those days. So I have worked with great actors through my time, and I think it continues to grow. So in my last series, I worked with Ashutosh ji, I worked with Param, who's also such a good actor from our Bengali cinema. I've worked with all the South Indian greats like Nag Arjun, Venkatesh, Balakrishnan. I've worked with Yash Jasna, I've worked with Upendra. So I've really, actually you go to see, it's like,
a real roster of not just Hindi cinema, but Indian cinema.
Pan Indian cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whether it is Sunny, Akshay, everyone has their distinct style. I might have not named a few people, but please do remember that whoever I've worked with are very, very close to my heart and very, very, very valued.
Thank you so much. And Karmma Calling, and I'm sure that once it releases, it's going to come back in good way.
Yes, we are keeping our fingers crossed.
Efforts are going to come back in good way.
That's
so thank you so much.
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.